Okay, we will have our first fighter from Tajikistan here in the finals today, Behruz Khurshedzoda. He has a very strong wrestling-based style. He's looked very impressive in getting here so far. And Tajikistan as a nation, similarly to Spain, really establishing themselves amongst the elite nations of the IMMAFs.
Yeah, Behruz here, one of two shots today in the Junior World Championships finals to get a gold medal. So his nation really is riding on him. They've had some outstanding performances so far in this championship. And you can see how close these guys are, embracing a lot of faith.
And Khurshedzoda actually be reigning junior lightweight champion. Let's see if he can extend that reign here in Abu Dhabi. He looked very impressive yesterday in getting to the finals. Scored a unanimous decision victory over Kazakhstan's Yerkin Beganov at day 4 of competition, and obviously looked very good in getting there as well.
Yeah, tall for the weight class, lengthy, uses range well, but then when they get to the grappling exchanges, utilizes lots of different technique to make sure he can get it to the mat.
And now please welcome his opponents, representing RMMAU, Maxim.
Here we have Maxim Fuks of the RMMAU. I'll tell you, yesterday he had one of the most evenly fought contests I have seen during the entire tournament. He and his opponent, Gimbat Magomedov, beat 2021 Junior World Cup gold medalist, by the way. They were just going tit for tat, position for position. They were so evenly matched, but in the end, Fuks just did a little bit more both on the feet and on the ground and secured the decision victory. I gotta say, I was very, very impressed by that performance, because most people thought that Gimbat Magomedov was almost a shoo-in for the finals. But Fuks scoring the upset and securing a spot in the finals here today. Let's see if he can go all the way and bring back another gold medal for the RMMAU.
Yeah, for Behruz, you know, he is defending gold medals, defending being a champion here at IMMAF, but that win, that victory yesterday for Fuks over Gimbat, for me that brings him in here as the favorite. That's an extremely big scalp to be taken in IMMAF terms. And Gimbat Magomedov, this entire tournament has looked unstoppable.
Oh yeah.
You know, has not dropped a single round until he met Maxim Fuks. And Maxim will do it all. He likes to strike, he likes to wrestle. You know, he hits hard and aggressive on the feet. So I think we're on a real exciting one here, Sebastian.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, IMMAF present 3 friendly rounds in the men's junior lightweight final. And in the blue corner, he is a World Cup gold medalist from Tajikistan, Behruz Khurshedzoda. And his opponent in the red corner, representing RMMAU, Maxim Fuks. Your referee in charge of the action from Ireland, Dana.
Okay, there is definitely an electric atmosphere in the building. The fans really getting into this one, especially the Tajiki fans here, or Tajikistani fans here. All right, here we go, touch of gloves, and we are underway. As mentioned in the walk-ins, Fuks scoring the upset victory over the 2021 Junior World Cup gold medalist Gimbat Magomedov yesterday. Really securing himself as an elite fighter and scoring this spot in the finals. Bit of a tentative start here early on. Both fighters kind of trying to feel each other out. Nice little inside leg kick there from Fuks.
Yeah, but Behruz needs to be careful. To the left, to the left. Needs to be careful walking into the power of the right hand.
There's a takedown attempt, easily stuffed by the Tajikistani fighter.
Urgency shown there in that takedown defense, almost like he was awaiting it, knowing that Fuks was going to come. Needs to deny him here. Good pressure on the fence from Fuks. I'm going to call Maxim Fuks Maxim from now on, just in case. Nice knees on the outside from Maxim.
That is a good bet there, Luke. I say let's continue with that. And they separate.
Fantastic work from the man from Tajikistan. Nice left hand too.
And there's been something very special about how the Tajikistani fighters handle their flag. They really respect their flag. That's something I noticed, something that I feel stuck out throughout most of the IMMAF tournaments we've had recently.
An extremely proud nation. And I'm proud of this man now as he works to the back. Good defense though, good whizzer from Fuks. Maxim now back to his feet again.
Nice little knee there as well from the Russian neutral athlete.
A lot of pressure here. Oh, but Maxim does a fantastic job of securing that right underhook and getting the reversal.
And that's kind of what impressed me so much about Maxim's game yesterday against Gimbat Magomedov. He was so good at countering the positions he was put in. It's almost like he turned the tables on Magomedov almost every time. Like when Magomedov would go for a takedown, he would stuff it and sort of go for one of his own. And of course, Khurshedzoda looked really, really good as well in defeating Kazakhstan's Yerkin Beganov. This very strong wrestling-based game took down his opponent.
Yeah, these two seem well matched in the wrestling department, both attempting takedowns, no one succeeding. So we get a little bit more on the feet. Good range control from Maxim. Again, changes levels, big shots raining down. Gets the lift, does Maxim.
Ooh, how about that balance from Khurshedzoda? Oh. Almost continued after the bell there, but it's like Maxim wanted to put a stamp on that first round. Luke, would you say that he did that, accomplished that?
I didn't quite convert that takedown, the round had ended, and that happens quite a lot. So the buzzer goes and you kind of relax because you know, okay, time's up. But the other guy continues and tries to get the takedown. You know, I don't think it really made much of a difference in the eyes of the judges. I think it's a very, very close contest. Maxim doing well to reverse the positions, and to me looks a lot crisper on the feet. Like it looks like he's going to land with a lot more power when he throws, but neither really finding the range thus far in round one.
Yeah, I do not envy the judges in this fight so far. I mean, that first round was really a coin toss as to who won it. Let's see if we see a little bit more of a decisive round number two.
To be honest, I feel bad for all the officials because Mark Goddard's walking around here somewhere. And he's got his chest puffed up, and you don't want to upset that man.
Oh, yeah.
So these guys are under a lot of pressure to make the right decisions.
Getting on the wrong side of Mark Goddard is not very advisable. Let's see, round two has begun. Who will draw first blood? And it is Maxim with a leg kick.
Yeah, nice inside leg kick from Maxim. Uses that to control the range well.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's sort of like a multifaceted attack because, sure, you both land with a little bit of damage, but you also sort of measure the distance with it.
Strange option there, trying to go overhand into an outside double, but gets stuffed. Good double underhooks here. These two seem so well matched in the wrestling. No one, I feel like they've had a lot of success going through this tournament in the wrestling, and they can't seem to get any in this final.
Well, of course, this is a lightweight battle, so 70.3 kilograms or 155 pounds. And lightweight, traditionally the crown jewel of MMA, sort of the most talent-rich division in most respects. Oh, look at that. He gets a takedown.
Inside, read judo there. Nice toss. And then goes straight in looking for this.
Oh, he's trying to cinch up a submission. Can he get it?
Trying to get that Dars choke variation. He's very high, tries to drop to the hip. This is quite tight here. Maxim trying to cover that elbow position. Good posture, though, from Tajikistan on top. Tajikistan needs to be careful not to go to his back here. Wants to stay in the all-four position, wants to stay on top. That alleviates some of the pressure. If Maxim can manage to rotate, it gives up on the submission because I feel like the posture from Tajikistan was just too much. Now on top, though, as Maxim tries to work up. Needs to be careful he doesn't give up his back. Beautiful work from Maxim Fuks to get back to his feet.
Nice job of neutralizing the disadvantageous position that he found himself in there for Maxim.
Searching for this switch. Here's Fuks to try and elevate the hips. Nice adjustments from Tajikistan.
Can Maxim switch it up? End up on top.
Oh, strange little lift there from Tajikistan. Doesn't quite control the position. Maxim back up to his feet. But this is good work here. Good control.
Khurshedzoda trying really hard for this takedown here. Of course, you got to be careful of burning yourself out, but I'm quite sure conditioning will not be an issue for either of these fighters.
You don't make it to the IMMAF World Championships final without having fantastic conditioning. These guys fighting every day leading up to this final, making weight every day. Extremely dedicated young men. And Maxim finally looks to get that switch, converts it and gets on top in those dying 10 seconds.
Nice job there from the Russian neutral athlete, Maxim Fuks. Whew, another close round, but I kind of feel like a little bit clearer than the first, or what would you say, Luke?
So hard to tell, sitting here commentating with these guys. You know, they're both displaying fantastic skills and neutralizing each other so well. Look here at the highlights. Maxim looking for this judo toss, gets it, but is hindered by the cage. So the cage really stopped him from converting that and making it really decisive takedown. But that's probably the best attempt we've seen so far. The most concrete takedown that we've managed to get.
And how important do you think the submission attempt will be in the equation of scoring the fight?
Yeah, he's looking to finalize it. He's looking to finish. He's looking to win, you know. Whereas I feel like Tajikistan, they're just looking for the control. Although going for that choke, looking for that Darce choke, kind of did put him in a bad position.
Very good point there, Luke.
Maxim ready to go. Up and willing.
Third and final round. And I mean, like you said, I mean, it was still a very close round despite sort of that submission attempt and the takedown. And once again, the Russian neutral athlete starts off with an inside leg kick.
Yeah, nice and low on the calf too. Causes a bit of discomfort for Tajikistan. Swing and a miss.
And both fighters very mindful of their offense on the feet. You don't want to leave yourself exposed.
Yeah, Maxim did there with a very lazy double leg from so far away with no setup whatsoever. Too easy for Tajikistan. Now defends that, scoots to the back.
Yeah, that was surprisingly telegraphed considering what we've seen from Fuks so far. I mean, he's been very good at disguising his wrestling offense. Surprised that it was so telegraphed this time. I mean, he finds himself in a tough position here up against the cage. Can he turn this around like he did previously?
Deep on that right underhook side, controlling the wrist on the left. Trying to get this switch. He was successful with the switch in the second, but...
Oh, there's a take. Oh.
Beautiful balance on that left hand from Maxim. Gives up the back, but does so to try and stand back up. It pays off for him.
I mean, honestly, both athletes are so impressive. The level of talent and technique on display here truly is something else.
Maxim going to grab that Kimura grip. Being offensive again, looking for submission attempts. Again, doesn't pay off for him, though, as Tajikistan on top. Deep in on this double, hands together, elbows tight. Maxim kind of searching for that switch again. That right arm extended. Tajikistan aware of it, move the hips to the left. Circling off the fence, great work. This is the most impressive portion of the fight so far for Tajikistan.
I have to agree. I mean, this has been all wrestling offense here from Tajikistan's Behruz Khurshedzoda. Much more clear round for him in terms of offense and advantage.
Yeah, not only has he got the pressure and working the offense, but he's also striking too, landing shots, scoring points. Here Maxim going for that judo toss again, hindered by the cage again.
And that's the thing, the cage can be an ally or an enemy. So far, it has not really been on the side of Fuks.
Good work to try and get one hook here. Gets the body triangle and flattens out Fuks.
Oh, is this the beginning of the end for Maxim Fuks? Is this where Behruz Khurshedzoda?
Tajikistan searching to try and get that underneath the neck. Good defense. But this is the most convincing round we've seen so far. Hard to see from our angle if he's got this. 10 seconds, Lacquer goes. Can Maxim hold on?
Will he be saved by the bell here? Khurshedzoda trying really hard to get position, and there we have it. Round is over, fight is over, and Khurshedzoda feels like he won it.
Well, I'd feel the same at the end of that third round, but Maxim, maybe his resilience there in that submission attempt, he might see himself through to a gold medal, maybe in the judges' eyes. First round, second round go to him. That's how we work in the scoring system here. It's round by round by round. So it doesn't matter if you won the third round convincingly if you lost the first two. The first two were extremely close, and I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but I wouldn't be celebrating so hard right now because we do not know how this one's going to come out.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. A convincing 10-9 is worth just as much as a close 10-9. So did Fuks get the first two rounds? Well, there remains to be seen. The scores seem to have been collected.
They're collected very quickly as well, so the judges are convinced with this decision as they bring both fighters to the center of the cage. And I pass over to Ricky Wright to give us the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Now your IMMAF Men's Junior Lightweight Champion of the World. In the red corner from RMMAU, Maxim.
Wow, and there you have it. I guess that was the case, just like you said, Mystic Luke. First 2 rounds go to the RMMAU.
I mean, maybe if they need some help doing the next judges' course, I'm around, but you can see how upset Tajikistan are. A very convincing third round from them. But, it's 3 rounds of action and each round is scored and you have the winner of the first, the winner of the second and the winner of the third. So Spain felt the same in the last bout. Maybe they need to send some officials, they need to send some coaches on the judges' scorecard, the IMMAF judges coaching course so they can understand the rule set a little bit better, because those first 2 rounds are really, really important as you go into a third. Very, very, very close fight, and I do feel for the man from Tajikistan.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Our new champion is Maxim Fuks, lightweight 70.3 kilogram junior champion in 2021, goes to RMMAU for Maxim Fuks.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we move on to the women's junior lightweight final. Please welcome your first fighter into the cage. From Australia,
All right, we are moving